Another Sunday, another Wily Tower Challenge. A lot can happen here. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be bad. Maybe I'll get brutalized. Maybe it'll be a cakewalk. There's really only one way to find out, isn't there? Buckle up, 'cause we're going in. Boy, that that was a rough one. This was a really bland stage. You have a stage layout with little in terms of challenge or difficulty to try and navigate through. And then a boss fight that was, quite frankly, a joke. The biggest sin with this stage is in the enemy placement. It is all over the place, really, really messy, and more than anything else, just super cluttered, sloppy, and unbearable at points. Yeah, this just, This is a wannabe Kaizo style stage. That's really the best way to sum this one up. You have a stage layout that's designed to punish you with spikes, death beams, just all sorts of things. And then an enemy placement that is heavy and annoying. But despite all of that, I won't deny that this isn't a stage that certainly put quite a bit of thought into how it was pieced together. That boss fight, pretty unique. You have to make your way past Top Man, kind of a little bit of a chase scene before you can actually fight him. And even then, that boss fight was pretty fun for what it was. This is a stage that's not for everyone, and I do think it didn't stick the landing. But I'm also not going to say it's a bad stage either. It actually came together fairly well. This was such a nothing stage. Stage design was slightly perplexing. Intended to go to the right, and I'm sure that's what you're supposed to do. But instead, you could go to the left, where there's a teleporter that pretty much just drops you back to where you fight the boss fight. For what this stage was intended, that part of it should have been separated out quite a bit. And I'm sorry, but being ambushed by 2 hot dogs right at the beginning of the stage is... no, I don't like that. That's cheap, that's tacky. This is a nothing stage. This is the perfect example of a novel idea that is failing in the execution. The idea is simple. You ride on the moving platforms, dodging Cutman until you get to the very end, which admittedly is not very long. The problem is that if you fall off, you're soft locked. No ifs, ands, or buts. You're soft locked, you have to go in and fully restart. To counteract this, they should have put spikes or pits or something instead of a base floor. So that way if you fell, at least you die. The reason I didn't score the boss fight in this is because you're not fighting Cutman. You're only dodging him. And yeah, this one's just, it's a failure across the board. This is another rough stage with a poorly designed layout, heavy, overwhelming enemy placement at points, and just very, very sloppily done. I don't have a whole lot to say here, just the stage speaks for itself. It's just a very messy stage.